Hi, I'm Pastor Jan Cohen with All People, All Truth House of Enlightenment. I'd like to talk to you today about your good space. I like to call this our good space or our 100% space. And what that is to me, we go through life on a square about as big as a regular tile. I think it's 12 inches by 12 inches. And how I feel is that I am always standing in the midst of this tile and trying to get my balance and stay in my good space, and that square is my good space. And if I'm out of that 12 by 12 inch space, that I've fallen off into whatever the world has out there for me today, may or may not be good. If it's good, I'm still in my good space. If it drags me out of there and I participate in anything that's not good, then I'm not in my good space anymore. So I like it. I like to term it my 100% space, where I'm hitting 100 all the time and I'm being the absolute best version of myself that I'm possible of. So when I say that it's a balancing act, every day that I do it, you do it, all of us do it who are trying always to be that best version of ourselves. It is a balancing routine. And the reason for it is that everybody and everything in our life tries to pull us out of our good space. For example, our wife says something that annoys us. There we go. Whoa, whoa, we're trying to stay on that tile in the 12-inch by 12-inch space. Yet she said something and we want to respond and say, "Oh, no, that here we go. Whoa, whoa." So it's a battle all day long. The TV, something comes on the news, and the next thing you know, you're trying to yell at the news. That's your impulse, to yell at that TV and make it be something else. Whoa, whoa, here we go, here we go. We didn't want that thing to happen, whatever it is. There's tons of stuff. School shootings. Oh my goodness, that's the worst of the worst. Shootings, murders of our children in school. All we have to do is turn on the news and hear that, and here we go, whoa, whoa, because we're so filled up with instant pain and sorrow. And then the next thing that we feel is anger. We're angry at the person that did this, at the controllers of the school, the principal, the teachers, everybody. We're saying, "Oh my gosh, how could they have let this happen?" Here we go. Whoa, whoa. We're balancing. We're trying to stay in our good space, and all these things are dragging us out of it. Our neighbor, our children, our grandchildren. Well, not so much the grandchildren. They usually let me stay in my good space. But the rest of the world, it seems that they're always tugging at us, trying to drag us off that square, out of our 100% space, make us be something other than the best version of ourselves. And in order to stay in our 100% space, we have to work at it all day, every single day. Not just you, me too. It's all humans everywhere. It takes self discipline and tons of tools and faith, not just in whatever else is out there, but in ourselves, that we're capable of being the best version of ourselves. We need the tools. We need to learn the tools that are out there that can help us stay in that good space and not keep doing this all the time and not allowing ourselves to fall off that square and go run crazy with the people that are running crazy and that are not trying to be in their good space. All this is referred to as goodness or dharma. Same thing. When we stay in our good space, we raise our level of consciousness. And the better we get at goodness, the higher we escalate in the level of consciousness. the worse we get at it. We fall off that square and we're operating, we're fighting with our wife, our neighbor, or who we're yelling at the TV, we're angry, we're filled with sorrow and pain and guilt and regret and shame. All those things are a very low level of consciousness. So when we are allow ourselves to be dragged into that space by the rest of the world, our whole environment has all these things that are constantly working at us to tug us and drag us right off that square and make us react instead of respond, make us lose our self discipline of goodness and doing the right thing and being our best version, and drags us into a space that's ugly and the exact opposite of goodness. So, in learning the tools that we need to keep us on that square instead of, whoa, losing that balance and falling off into anger and shame and guilt and all the things that you see in the world every day, those tools are essential to us. And the one thing that you can start right now, whether you've ever done it before or not, the one thing that is easy to do, there are many tools, but the one thing you can do right now is take a breath, focus on your breath. It's called meditation. And you can just take a moment to yourself and just breathe. Focus on your in breath and your out breath and that small space in between. That's where the divine lives. That's where the connection to all things exists. That's where your answers live. I believe that all answers that we need in our lifetime lie within us. We have that ability um, to know the answers that we seek by looking within. And in that space between your in breath and your out breath, in that small space right there, that's the space of quiet where those answers will appear to you and you'll be in the know. So take a moment today and breathe. Just breathe and be conscious of your breath. It will help you stay in your good space so that you can be 100%er all the time, or as close as you can get to that. And stay tuned. I'm going to be teaching you lots of tools as we go to help you stay in that 100% space and be the best version of yourself and make the best contributions to humankind that you are capable of. You're here for a purpose. I want to help you be empowered to fulfill your purpose, to do all the good things that you are capable of doing, to help others, to help yourself, to help the world around you, whatever that looks like. We all have special gifts and talents and skills and abilities, and we're here to use them. So the first thing that we have to conquer is staying on that square, that imaginable square, and keep our balancing routine going so that we can have a great balance act. And those things that happen every day, all day long in our lives, won't drag us into a space that we don't want to go. It's the difference between living in the dark and living in the light. You can choose darkness or light, and the choice is always yours. If you choose wrongly at any given moment in any given day and you wind up in that dark, you can choose over again at any moment and choose the light. It's a matter of just stepping into it. That's all you have to do. Get back on that square. Be your own goodness that lies within you. Be it 100%. Don't be part goodness and part not goodness. Just be the best version of yourself. Breathing will help you do that. So, step one, breathe. Be conscious of it. Pay close attention to that space between your in breath and your out breath, and you're going to do just fine. I'm Pastor Jan. Namaste, my friend. I'll talk to you soon.